Philippine-American War took place in the years 1899 to 1902, a result of the Spanish-American War between the U.S. and Spain over Cuba Island control. The Philippines were a territory under Spanish control at the time, and they wanted to be their own nation. Meanwhile, Americans were trying to tear down the Spanish Empire. So in 1898, Americans sailed to Manila Bay, where they destroyed two major Spanish fleets, forcing Spain to surrender. The Treaty of Paris of 1898 ended the war, giving the U.S. temporary control of Cuba and ceding to them control of the Philippines. The Philippine people were angry about this and wanted their independence. Emilio Aguinaldo was a revolutionist who had returned to the Philippines at the end of the Spanish-American War to write a declaration of independence with his people in order to become their own territory with him as dictator. On February 4, 1899, Aguinaldo issued that all peace with the U.S. be broken and declared war on the Americans. Fighting broke out in Manila between the American and Filipino forces. The Second Battle of Manila Bay during the Philippine-American War was the first and largest battle of the war. The U.S. drove the Philippine army away and captured Malolos, the capital city of the Philippine Republic. In April of 1899, U.S. forces also captured the Philippine stronghold, Santa Cruz, and pushed further into Philippine territory. The Philippine army did manage to put up a fight with the American cavalry, but they were quickly defeated by American weapons and ground assault. Aguinaldo's army used guerrilla warfare to fight back with the Americans. His army launched surprise attacks on the American soldiers and drove many of them out. The battles went on for 3 years until Aguinaldo was finally captured by the U.S. military on March 23, 1901, and was forced to pledge his allegiance to the United States. All Filipino people were then forced to accept American dominance. There was no official treaty to end the Philippine-American War, but the passage of the Philippine Organic Act in 1902 under Congress made it necessary for any remaining Philippine resistance to cease and called for all peace and superiority of the U.S. government.